Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Got a quick question for y'all. Do you feel like you ever wanted to be a mutant cat, raccoon, possible creature? Well, if you did, boy, do I got the game for you. Today is the GCurse tries Biomutant 60-minute trial, maybe? To those who are unaware, basically the 60-minute trial maybe series is where I play a game. It may or may not have a demo, but it probably doesn't have a demo when I do these. And I just play the game for 60 minutes. It's my way of trying to do like a demo. And basically, I give you my thoughts at the end of 60 minutes and see what it's like then. Yeah. So let me get the clock back up. Now I don't know anything about this game. All I know is that from what you see in this picture, so it looks like you're a mutant cat, raccoon, possible thing. Which makes me wonder if this thing is related to Rocket Raccoon, And also, this thing can carry a sword, apparently, But let's get going, shall we? So let's turn off this, turn off that, turn on game audio. There we go. And I actually got 2 hours to play this because Sony, for some reason, does not want to do what Game Pass does and just puts their first-party games out day one. Sony is not into that, so we're going to start this up. 2 hours, but it's actually just going to be 1 hour. Let me turn on the clock. Okay. Wait, wrong one. Wrong button, Jeff. There we go. There's this. There's that. Okay. Is that like a cricket? Looked like I had a cricket on the shoulder. THQ Nordic. The 101. What's going on? There it goes. When I actually start navigating the menu is when the clock will start. Experiment 101. Well, I thought this game just came out this year in 2022. And it's always, do not turn off your game when it's in the middle of saving. Okay, I guess this is it. So let's start. I'm going to make sure the game audio is on. Game audio is on. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the X is actually experiment. Oh, that's a nice little grasshopper thing. Whoa. Bio. Not to be confused with biohazard. Oh my god, this thing's huge. Uh-oh. Is that thing a bomb? What the fuck did you run into? The fuck am I looking at? Okay, well. Kind of weird, weird setting up your game and stuff. You have the opening credits apparently, then you go straight to this. It's like,
how can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. the tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, welcome to Biomutant.
Dude, I thought... Okay, well, easy. Hey, the grasshopper has different colored eyes.
Encode your DNA.
Okay. Dude, that looks straight evil. Well, I'm definitely not gonna be that one. That one's evil. It's either that one or let's go with this one actually. Attributes. Define your character's starting attributes to see more detailed explanations of what effect each tree has pressed. Okay.
Define your genetic structure.
Since this is just a trial, let's go randomize. Okay. Or okay, yeah, let's go right there. That seems good. Strength and vitality. Confirm.
Choose a genetic resilience.
See here. Let's go with. Let's go with cold.
Choose your first style.
First style. Let's go with this one.
Pick your main.
Oh my god, really? Let's just go with black. There you go. I can't really tell, is this changing anything? Okay, there.
Choose
oh
your
my god!
Color.
Let me just play the fucking game. I'm 5 minutes in already. Okay, let's go with pink. Wow. Now that actually does show. Okay, let's go.
Pick a class. Commando.
Oh my god, this thing... Is this thing a blatant ripoff of Rocket Raccoon?
Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel.
Let's go with
Commando.
Commando.
Commando chosen. Sounds good.
Player movement. Press. Look around. Okay, so...
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Dark as in strength and power.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I'm one with the darkness.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same, with the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half? My way is both better and brighter, Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Oh my god, did it just kill it? Or some.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eaters meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Oh shit. Who rolled? the cutscene we saw at the very beginning?
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Yeah, well, I'll just throw a mine in there and kill you anyway. Is the trial over? Oh no, it's still loading. It looks like okay. I can barely see the icon in the lower right corner of the screen. I thought the game crashed or something. Like, wait, what the fuck?
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Fucker 101.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Evolution gone wrong. Melee targeting. Move toward an enemy. Target them with melee attacks. Aim the camera towards the enemy to target them with ranged attacks. Reload your ranged weapon. Press button. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, and performing special attacks. When you're out of key, you'll be unable to perform these attacks or these actions. Your key energy returns both in and out of combat. feel kind of bad beating up on these things. They're not even putting up that much of a fight. Just down the hall. I hate to say it, this thing still reminds me of a poor rip-off Rocket Raccoon. Electric module. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon. Give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. Electrical damage. Magazine size 14 or 24, sorry. Medic supply. You found a medic supply. Bags like this contain items that can help you heal you. Your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. If you have to use consumables or find others, well, you have to use consumables or other ways to heal. Quick select action. You can use a bandage by holding the quick select button. Health is full. Sludge.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Parrying. Remember to parry enemy attacks when the enemy attacks. You see lightning bolts flashing above their head. Press L1. Looting. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy and press try. Remember, use your healing items when you're wounded. Pew, pew. I don't know what that is it? Energy pack small. Tickling top. Oh. Oh shit. tongue tickly. Energy pack medium. Just curious. Oh wow, I got a lot of stuff so far. Pump hub. Get out of the pump hub. I'm halfway expecting to see somebody come by and say, I am Groot. Shielder. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. By defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your achievements by 10. You'll get 1 point. Also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wong Fu and Perks. Those there. Let's do melee damage. On one hit. It doesn't give you any kind of description what they do. Unarmed? Oh, okay. Input, so done. Okay, well. Okay, so let's pick up. We'll take off there.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Oh, cool. Crowbar. Old world clawbar. I'm sorry, clawbar. Why is it a knife though? Should it be look like a crowbar though? Oh.
pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
You absorbed a bio blob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bio blobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. Special powers. You can use your bio blobs to unlock special powers anytime by accessing mutations arc. Examine the info signs.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So were there humans, or was it just other animals, like an animal society? Puzzles. You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch which node is selected, use left. Okay. To rotate the node, press R1 and L1 and R1. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
I'm so curious, was it humans or is it like an animal society that was before this?
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go.
Air strike perfectly countering an enemy's attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up into the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Right in the face. Close encounter.
God, they're not even fighting back. Well, that one actually got a couple hits.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Might not need that now, but you will later.
A new friend and old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Moomer and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Moomer's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Dialogue settings. By default, dialogue is set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually change dialogue, you can change this in the settings. Talk to best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Moomer knows you are here.
I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Nano people is better?
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay, ruffle the glitter grass.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Will it grow strong enough?
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Net.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But Today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
The insulated pensai?
Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
I shouldn't make her worry.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
I'll be honest, I'm not really
Loma
getting into this. I'm sorry, I'm
I
trying to
lost
do
you
this.
there for a while. But no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow.
Loma Utulu Ba Yowo.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain.
Muk Bebuk.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that the World Eaters arrived.
Leaders?
Ugambun ang ugagad yebroma wuf.
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Fabobe Muk Kofar.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Ugambun ang ugagad yebroma wuf.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Kobra yak.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Kobra yak.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Do wabu.
Rarity is abnormal. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I really tried to. It's just can't seem to really get into it. You know, like it's hard to explain. But there's just something about it. I just could not get into it. It isn't that I hate the game is bad at all. No, it's not like that. It's bad at all. So let me say that right off the bat. The only technical issue that I have with it is it seems like the combat is a little bit wonky. But yeah, it wasn't a bad game. It's just it's not meant for me. I tried to, absorb the story. It's just being hard, like But that is it. I hate to say I don't think I'll be playing this one again, but I strongly suggest that if you do have a PlayStation Plus, they have this as a trial you can download. Go ahead and download the trial, give it a try. You may like it, but I just cannot get into it. So, with that said, let's switch over to this and then pull up the schedule. So today I did the GCurse tries video game demos or trials. The PM session tonight may not happen. I remembered I'm going to be doing a podcast with Aaron, aka Aaron, so I think I may be putting off the PM session. And then Thursday, the AM session will be me reacting to things online. The PM session will be Halo 2 Anniversary. Friday, the AM session will be Doom Eternal. The PM session will be Life is Strange True Colors. AM session for Saturday will be Bioshock 2 Remastered, and the PM session and the end of the recording week will be Uncharted Last Legacy. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you can always reach me at gcurseproductionsgaming@gmail.com or twitter.com/gcursegaming. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can always click on like, comment, and or share. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can always like, comment, and or subscribe. Either way is fine with me. I appreciate all the people who do watch my videos, so it means a lot to me. But that is it for today's various GCurse plays, demos, or trials. When I make up the next schedule for the next week, I'll decide when I'll be doing this again. But until then, this is Jeff, aka GCurse, wishing everybody a great day, and take it easy, everybody. Peace out.